Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
Ragged soul dancing neath the voodoo moon. Crypto siren whale spinning my tune. High on the rush, a devil's delight. Crashing like a freight train, bleeding the night. Voodoo crypto screaming my name. Wildfire heart, fueling the flame. Draw the line, hold the voodoo tight. Rising from the ashes on the fight. Oh, voodoo crypto. Scream in the wild, lost in the haze. Greed's cold kiss, burning my days. Anchor the fall with the rebel's glare. Turn the storm to gold, breathe in the air. Voodoo crypto, screaming my name. Wildfire heart, fueling the flame. Draw the line, hold the voodoo tight. Rising from the ashes on the fight. Oh, voodoo crypto. Tears in the rain, I'm breaking the chain. Soul's redemption, dancing through pain. Voodoo crypto, screaming my name. Wildfire heart, fueling the flame. Draw the line, hold the voodoo tight. Rising from the ashes on the fight. Oh, voodoo crypto. Voodoo crypto. Oh, voodoo crypto. Ragged wings, my endless trip. Oh, voodoo crypto. I'm flying the sky. I'm watching the charts, the candles glow red. Overbud signal screwing with my head. RSI spiking, it's a dangerous high. Crowds chasing hype, but I know it's a lie. Support's gonna break, I've studied the trend. My stop loss is set, I'm ready to bend. Read the news, check the vibe, feel the heat. Exposed buzzing, but I trust my beat. Sell the peak, let the price come crashing down. Ride the drop while the weak hands drown. I'm the maverick trading smart in this game. Cutting through the noise, I I trade small, keep my risk inside. Death cross forms, the chart's gonna crack. Timing's my edge, there's no turning back. Low leverage only, I'm playing it clean.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the turkey.
But I'm living the dream.
That's a real live dead turkey.
Sentiment shifting, the crowd's in a haze. But I'm locked in, I'm setting the stage. Sell the peak, let the price come crashing down. Ride the drop while the weekends drown. I'm the maverick train spot in this game. Cutting through the noise, I'll never be tamed.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4.
For those of you out there that getting that like on, I sincerely thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to the late night crypto with Road Dog. Glad to see. Wow, somebody left all the lights on, didn't they? Welcome to the show, everybody. We got fireworks and everything going on. My goodness, we got a lot of button pushing going on lately, don't we? Welcome to the show, everybody. And my thumbnail's a little bit different from some of the others. Some of them saying, hey, altcoin season just not getting started. Load up. We told you some of that'd be out there. And listen, altcoins are looking pretty juicy. Okay, and just put that out there. However, there are some signs on here that are telling me that we might have a detour for some altcoins. We'll take a little bit of a look at it. We got a couple of options there, but we're at a place where it could be a decision time, and it's perfect for this show. It's actually lining up really well. So I'll be making up my mind too. Am I going to make myself finally take a big chunk out here? Am I going to make myself do that? I don't know. I'm scared. I want to let it ride. I don't want to do it. I want to watch it grow. I'm going to have to make myself do that just in case the plot thickens. What will happen? You never know on the show. Hey, welcome to the stream, everybody. Aside from the silliness, let's take a look and see what's going on with the charts here. Bitcoin, mostly, this is the tiny time frame that we look at a lot here for the little degens. I know you recognize it. Oh, what? Oh, is it too? Did I zoom out too much? Here, 1 minute. How's that? That look familiar? The 1 minute. We need to zoom out. Let's go back here. This is what we were looking at last night. And I think we were somewhere around here. I don't know that we got the breakout at that point. I think it was looking like it was going to. It came up, as chance would have it, it went right to this yellow line that I just randomly put out there. Doesn't mean a gosh darn thing. If I were trying to find a place, I would have pulled my fibs and looked at it that way, which actually did have something right there, the 272 area. But that was just a streak of luck. Although, let's go. Look, nailed it. No, I can't do that. Anyway, staying true, staying humble. No. That was a stroke of luck or a stroke of yellow. But anyway, regardless, we did do good, and it started looking, we're making a higher high, a higher low. Okay, we got a lower high, man. Then that's a kind of a first sign of trouble. That, hey, man, the going up here, making and continuing higher is now officially in question because we don't know. It's like, is it a little flag to the upside? Because it seems to be the go-to analysis here on YouTube as a flag to the upside on everything, but it wasn't. It came on down and down and down, and even lower. A little surprise dip there to 116,200 area. Wow, check that little booger out. What's that doing? So now it's got some interesting bottom formations here, even on this smaller time frame. One thing that we're doing at the moment is trying to confirm if this is a double bottom, and if so, we might get a bounce and try to bounce out of this little guy. That would be cool. Start heading back up to 120 or something like that. The liquidation heat map over here has got some what is that, 118.2, 118.9, heading that way. We could do that. Where's that? Yeah, that's just right up through here, not too much further than where we are. So that's something we might see on the shorter term time frames as we play out tonight. My biggest concern, I think, is what's going on over here. And I'm going to zoom out. Let me zoom out first on the let me stay on Bitcoin just for a minute, and I'm gonna go here, if you will. We're at a cool area. This red line is a particular Fibonacci area, man, and for it to respect this area, if it does decide to go up and retest this area here, if it were to break out from this level, let me put it this way, because we could either break out from this level here, whether we go sideways a little bit more or whatever, as long as we just stay in this little area here, whatever breakout that we get from here would be strong AF. We could come on down to a few other areas, still get a nice breakout, and once we finally get past there, we could it would be great. It would be the normal great that we look for. This is just a superbulously fantastical greatness if we can actually pull this off again, because we did it once before to help with this move that we got up to the upside now, up to these areas of 122,000 or whatever we made it to there. So that's something that I'm looking for, but hey, it doesn't have to happen. Some people are calling for some lower lows, and it's on the charts. It could happen. There are some areas of interest down here. There are, but are we ready to do it yet? Because everything that I'm seeing here is saying it's respecting that 236 Fibonacci area. It's right up above it again, trying to make a bottoming pattern over here at that area. Says a little bit. Let's see if it can pull it off. If it is, it might be trying to climb out. It did make a lower low there, but it made a higher over here. So we're getting into on the local times. And that's when you zoom in like that, you get into all those little arguments. It's when you zoom out that you kind of get the bigger picture and say, we've still not erased this low over here. So we're still in lower low territory overall from this. If she's going to do something, this would be the time to do it and go ahead and start moving and actually try to make a bigger move past 120. That is what needs to happen as far as price action goes. Anything different from that, any reversals down here coming back, would probably be trying to retest this and maybe go lower, go past 115, go lower. Ain't got those signs right now, people. Ain't got those signs right now, but hey, things change on the dime here. It was the false move Monday and they drove us down, and now as we start heading into what's up Tuesday, we might start seeing the market go in the direction, see what direction that we're taking out of there. But for altcoins, what does that mean? Well, my first argument for tonight to bring up to our committee, to bring before committee, is that currently we are retesting this particular 618 Fibonacci. Now, the only question is this 618 valid for this downward trend? I know it's a previous area. It's a previous 618 on the bigger. We've got an argument to figure out, because our thesis is when we come back and test this area, it's been support and resistance flip area. If we catch a bounce here and Bitcoin dominance finds support here, then altcoin season takes a detour. Or your altcoin rally. I don't think it's altcoin season. It's not proven to be altcoin season yet. But hey, I will go with the rally. So a long number go up, maybe. I think we all agree on that. Okay, rally season, whatever. I mean, once you've been in a real altcoin season, you're like looking at this and going, "When moon, crypto, when moon." Because when altcoins do move in an altcoin season, it's like, you could see a $20,000 portfolio go up to $100,000 in a matter of not even a week. Just, and you're, well, holy crap! Look, I'm a genius. I did it right. You can also see that portfolio go back down to 5,000 in a matter of 3 weeks. So, ladies and gentlemen, it behooves us to try to figure out what the hell is going to happen. Are we going to get a bounce here on Bitcoin dominance? Because if that happens, altcoins are going to take a little kick in the old patootie. However, there's an argument that it might keep on falling down a little bit and come down to this little white trend line and give us just a little bit more squeeze, a little more pushing in the cushion. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. A little more, a little humping to the grumping. And that would be cool. So, I hereby do vote that we take a new fib reading here on our local leg. And let's see if we can determine what the hell is going on. I might even take a deeper probe here. Oh, you are 618 for this move. Holy crap, you're the 0.5. That's almost just as nice and juicy. That works for me too. That's confluence on another level. All right, cool. Well, we got confluence of that one. Let's just have some. Where you want to take it? I can't zoom out enough to see where the bottoms is. Oh man, that's way down there, dude. So the 618, the yellow line, is actually from a larger pull here, from a high to a low. We're wanting to pull basically from a low to a high, and we got the little local one, and so that it also gave us some confluence there for an area that it could get some traction and bounce. This one, oh, you little tricky dicky you. Oh, look at you. It's our old friend, the old 236 Fibonacci. That 236 comes in so handy so often. And if we're looking at it on the downward trend, it does suggest that maybe we might still wring out a little bit of altcoins. We still might get a little. I might have to change my thumbnail, because I think we might have a little bit more gas in the tank for altcoins. Just a wee bit. We're going to put you on a dotted line status here. How many of those do we have there, Bucky? And here we go, what we're looking at here on the daily. One other area of concern, that, well, it might be, now that we look at it, with the money flow coming down and being in the red there, any bounce that we do get here may not be as strong as we would hope. A slight detour may happen over the next day. I do predict preaching into the spirit world. You know, we might get a little bit of a bounce back, but it's starting to look like that little dotted line area, even though it seems to be holding a little bit of traction at the moment, temporarily. I think we can break through it. But right down here at this little area, right down here, I think we gotta start looking seriously at our bags, because we're starting to get some divergence forming here on our indicators. They're going deep. Look at the RSI here on the 4-hour. This is Bitcoin dominance, all right? I mean, she's buried there, man. Buried out. Let me point this out. And then we got this coming up to the upside while the price action or whatever candle action is coming to the downside. There's that bullish divergence that's forming there, saying somewhere in this little area we're going to turn around. But there is a chance that maybe we might have a couple of more days of some squeezing some more. But it looks like she want to try to do something soon here. So that's my warning here. And the 1 hour looks like she ready to go down. Okay, go do it. Go do it. Go do it. So we may not get the bounce out of Bitcoin dominance here. We may continue on that. May get a little bit more of these altcoins, and that'll be cool. Perhaps we should take a look at total 3. Holy crap. We're getting a boost in these altcoins as we're speaking. What the hell? This turkey doesn't know what he's talking about. The detour for altcoins, Ethan. What the hell? Well, maybe the turkey is delayed. That's a nice bounce right there. I am not ashamed to admit that. That looks good. Well, that looks good for altcoins. Come over here and look at them. What are they doing right now? Here on the daily, up 3% overall. Altcoin, you're at 167. Oh my goodness. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at some of these altcoins. We'll know better when we take a look at their charts. Are they ready to rock and roll or not? We're going to have to change our thumbnail. That's starting to bug me now. Where are we? Where? I was looking for something and then I got totally lost there. Sean, have you been moving the buttons around? There you are, the little request button right there. I'm going to throw that up. Let's come over to the chat and say hello to everybody. How's it going, everybody? I got what's going on right here? Got to pop the chat out. 17 people hanging out with me. So glad to have you here. Let me say hello to everybody. What do you think? You think the altcoins are getting ready to blast off? You think it's altcoin season? You think it's altcoin rally? You think we're getting ready to tank tomorrow? We got there's lots of different sentiment out there, really. Brackish is here. Hey, how's it going, Brackish? Good to see you, my man. Delayed clap right there. We got Strega, Glittery Marshmallow, Brackish, Glasshopper, Duality C, Tommy 2 Liters, Ave, how's it going, Ave? Good to see you guys. Joe from Trade Intuition, fellow YouTuber, make sure you check him out. Chief and Keith. Let's see, and this was the call to submit your coins. We'll take a look at the altcoins. Well, I missed a lot over here. Bracket says, man, I'm loving these gains. I would take those gains. Bracket says, disappointed with XCN right now, though. We'll take a look at that one. Last I saw was around the 18 area. What was that? 0.018? 1.8 cents? Is that what it is? I can't even remember. I think it's 1.8 cents. Is that right? They get too many decimal places. Deep Sea, good to see you. And there's So. How's it going, So? Glad to have you here. Shout out to all you guys hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You don't have to. And you guys are what makes the channel, is what you guys bring. You guys bring a little bit, we bring it in, we mix it in, we just make a big old turkey baby. That wasn't how that didn't sound as stupid in my head as much as it did when my lips said it. That let's move on. Awkward. Okay. Chief and Geef, what's up, my man? Well, let's turn over here. Man, Casper, you're starting to do some stuff. I'm very impressed with Fartcoin. I'm not in Fartcoin at the moment. I got no Fartcoins. I feel like I'm Solana above $200. There's something. QNT, what the hell? Our $50 stablecoin decided to do something. What the hell? That's amazing. Tao's at 460. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. It would take a look at the winners and losers over here. ZBCN's been doing kind of good. Pudgy Penguins had a nice. Really? Are you up? Pudgy Penguins? Am I good? I think I got a trade on Pudgy Penguins. Am I? Right? Oh, no. Yes. I'm at 0.83%. Sorry. Clearly, I got a late entry on that one. Some nice things going on, and we got some possible discounts on some. Remember, CKB was up. She's getting a pullback now. Probably too early on that one, but there might be some. Dog, the dog go to the moon meme coin over on Bitcoin, taking a little breather there. They're not down too bad. They're up more than they're down. If you notice that and pay attention to that, the percentages over here, the green percentage is a lot higher than that. So it is a bullet. You're going to change that thumbnail. That's making me feel bad. I gotta do. I just got to do it. I'm gonna change that. We've got to change it. I think it's possible. I'm looking for it maybe tomorrow because there's resistance ahead for Bitcoin dominance once we hit it. I'll say approaching. And then, what's the algorithm? Oh, a question mark. Question mark? We'll do it that way. So, alt season decoy approaching. There's resistance ahead, people. So we might get to squeeze out a little bit more profits, and that's the thing that we're looking for. So where should we focus on getting paid? And we don't want to miss out on that. My thing, if I see a place where I think it's a warning, I want to let you guys know what I see, and then we can make your own decisions at that point. Zooming out is probably what we need to do here on Total 3. So our thesis is, oh crap. That's actually, y'all, this is looking kind of good on Total 3. I'm even gonna lie now. So if we can clear this candle, this daily candle above this 786, we didn't get rejected there, right? Pivot point that normally that usually makes a high or low for a lot of things, or a lower high, depending. Usually makes a lower high. That's not what it's trying to do. If it consolidates through here or just continues on up, we're heading to an 886 fib area. That's the little bit more squeezing. Now, by the time that we get up here to this $1.1 trillion area, that would better coincide with what we saw over on Bitcoin dominance, for it coming down to these areas. So my little yellow dotted line, I think, is just a little bit outdated at the moment. But this red line down here, and here's the thing, though. I mean, even to come down there, that'll be good for altcoins, another little boost. But if we do catch and bounce there, same situation that we're looking at Bitcoin. It's on one of these fib areas too. That's one that if it does bounce from there and holds it, we got a good chance for a strong move that could be following. Could be. We got to watch. I mean, it can bounce around here for a while, but holding this area before it makes this higher high here, or breakout, or a breakout from this area, I'll put it that way, would be a strong breakout. So, and if that happened, altcoins would take a bad hit. It could. There's not like a straight. Remember, if we get past the highs, what I'm trying to say. Not if we bounce here, it's going to be horrible. If we bounce here, we could actually come back up and then come back down and then continue with another altcoin rally. But this, if we touch these areas, the reason I'm trying to harp in on this is this is an area to watch. If price gets there, that we might want to look at making sure that we're taking a good amount of profit out of our altcoins, because, well, it may reverse on us. And then we got to go through all that crap again, and that's not fun, watching altcoins lose value and everything else. All the attention goes back to Bitcoin. So that is why I harp on Bitcoin dominance. I'm just saying, 20 people hanging out. I'm done with it now. We're good, but it's getting some bearish divergence there. It's saying it wants to bounce some here soon. So maybe another day or two of good little altcoin profit taking, and that's what I'm trying to focus on too, trying to get some profitos going on there. Do you guys see XRP going out? You know, she got, I think it made a new all-time high today. I think it broke its all-time high, and it ran up to what, 367. And now here's the thing. What? Wait a minute, is that right? I thought 356 was your all-time high. I just don't have you on this chart. On Binance? For real? That doesn't sound right. I'd like to have the full chart of XRP. The point I was trying to make, I kind of need that chart. Yeah, right, here we go. Here we go. This was his all-time high right over here. About 356 is what I thought it was. It says 354 over here. All right, so we finally made our new all-time high today. And for some people, the rule of thumb is it goes in price. The hope is, well, now we're in price discovery, and like the skies open, and jump in. It's like buying the very top to sell higher. And it's a thing. It's a real thing. It's a real strategy out there. And a lot of people did that today. A lot of people did do that today. But my thing is, and what happens is, we're working on a higher high. But they usually, I mean, they expect and the way, I mean, I've seen this explained this way too. What you're hoping for is that you get into price discovery, come back, retest, and then boom, we're off to the races to uncharted territories like the Starship Enterprise, where no man has went before, right? And it just sounds all dreamy. But in reality, what you see is the same old shit play out before, where we go up, we make, we're all no higher high, higher low. Then we come back below that all-time high, and it's like, watch and rinse repeat. Oh, all new all-time high, and then we got a whole new other people. I'm jumping in. One of the most riskiest plays out there, in my personal opinion, but yeah, it's there. I did it too. I got stopped out though. I ain't riding that sucker. When she got at 156 and broke 156, I put a small trade in. Started doing good until she decided, I don't want to get past 364. And I was like, oh, you little snotty little bastard, you. And we had our words. We're friends now. She got down. I think did I get my entry? Oh, I don't think you did. You feel me? Did you feel me? Did we get it? No. Oh man. Okay, so I had an entry that was a couple of cents lower than where it went. Gosh darn it. Well, sometimes they fail, sometimes they don't. No XRP for you. He's back at 356, by the way. Looks nice. Will it continue on further? Will XRP continue further? She's got a good chance. I mean, you gotta look at it. I mean, if you were playing the idea here of that being some triangle breakout or anything of that nature, then it strikes me how a lot of the people that do make these plays and everything, and they forget about the measure moves and everything else. They find a new pattern on the way to trade and forget about the bigger picture that they were trying to play in the first place. I find that happens a lot. Get lost in the small stuff. I'm really big about these bigger time frames because they will tell you a lot more. You listen to what Grandpa says on the bigger time frame, and then you come down to the smaller time frames and you try to execute it on what you can see is going on there. Execute the bigger ideas on the smaller time frames, and you seem to have better luck with how things play out. Try to get everything, all your information and data from the smaller time frames, well, you're kind of missing some stuff. And even on the bigger ones, you still got to zoom out. You know, man, what was going on over here? Because those ideas still come into play, right? You don't think why we having trouble getting over this area that we're at right now? Could it be because there's a trend line right there that we're fighting up against? I would dare to say probably so. It looks like we're trying to get above it. Still below it at the moment. So I just got to break out lines, and this line doesn't really need to be there. My personal place to actually look for this little guy be right here. I could see 450, what was that, 456, 457? Right in that area for XRP. Boom, can we get there? If we can get past this little area that we're at right now, it looks like there might be. She might want to pull back, baby. She might want to pull back a little bit before she try to go higher. Well, because the cupping, it's something. It's a higher high, hopefully, and a higher low, and then maybe go up is what we're hoping for there. But there's a good chance. I mean, that looks like a good strong area of rejection, and your indicators are kind of insane. They're kind of heated up at the moment, especially the RSI here on the daily. I guess we can come down to the 4 hour and see if we're getting some rejection going on over here. Some bearish divergence forming there. It's not confirmed, but it does have its little lower high here. Possible double top M shape. It could use a little. It would be healthier if it did pull back. Can we say that? Can we all agree on that? That would be the smartest play on that. Because if she just continued up, there would be more than likely be a stronger crash. But right now, as we're looking, there's a good possibility. There, 325. You guys don't want to hear that at all, do you? If we do get a pullback, 325, and maybe as low as $3, I'd think 325 at this point in the market, and with the secondary trend line that we got going on there, if it even makes it back, and that would be the pump up and then dump down harder version, wouldn't it? Couldn't it? Possible double top forming, but I prefer my double tops to form outside of the trend line. In other words, I prefer it to do something like that. That I can count on. This one I can't count on. This one can bounce and go right the freak up. So, she trying to look scary, but she's not officially scary just yet. As far as any kind of big ass drops here out of XRP, it still looks kind of healthy. At levels of resistance, she could squeeze a higher high out of that. Normally I'll look for at least a 113, right, fib, and which is, no, well, crap, we got it. Okay, well, never mind, we hit that, we snapped it, so we filled our qualifications. We could. Road Dog, you ain't no help at all. I just saying she should take a break from here, but it looked like she's doing some of that fine white powder chalk dust and might have a little bit more left in her, is all I can say. In the meantime, let's take a look at something that's pop-a-lopping. ZBCN. I never did get in this. I feel like an idiot. And this is the... Ah, man! Right, I didn't. Sean, did you get my note? I blame it on Sean. I blame everything on Sean. Look at that! Nice. It doesn't feel like you get these results when you're hanging down here at these little lows, does it? Comes down here at these bottoms and like, nobody wants to touch that, man. That sucks. This is good. This is good. Just back to zero, man. This one's failed. And then all of a sudden, oh man, it pumps up and people love it again, and then they hate it when it comes back down. And I guess we don't need some of these lines anymore. They were just to help guide us. Probably redraw some of them. But looking beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If we gauge it where it's at now, should be heading up to this little area of 0.004, 0.0053 area there. Nice little come up. We do our little fib high to fib low. Same thing I just erased a minute ago. There's our 236. We don't need this little yellow line anymore. Probably don't need that green line anymore. And right up here, 0.5 Fibonacci could be coming in place, but that 0.0053, that's really kind of where we're at, 0.0529, whatever. Right here, this area. We need to come and take some of these highs out, at least do something over through here. And she's trying. She might want to take a little bit of a breather and a retest before she goes back up there, though. Are you trying to do that? No, she's saying hell no. I don't need no breather. I'm ready to go on up there right now. So 0.0043 might be coming for Z-Beacon Network, whatever it is. The one I didn't get in, that down here would have been a great place at 0.00319, and it would be up 35%. You mean my $100 could be worth $135 right now? I feel cheated, I do. I want a refund. Strega says there's no refunds though. Let's come back and see what you guys got. What do you guys want to take a look at? Let me back up over here. Back it up. XC, yeah, that's right. XCM. We were going to take a look at that one. Let me pull that one up here. Where do we want to go with? Coinbase is usually the last one to come on. I want somebody with some price history. So KuCoin is usually pretty good. That's against Bitcoin. I don't know where I had it charted. I thought there's perpetuals. Where was I on Kraken? I might have went Kraken. It looks like I went Kraken. All right. So this is where we've been tracking it here. My little messy chart. Oh snap! I just erased something again. So this little area right up here, 0.02423, right in there. Actually, it looks pretty decent to me. It confirmed. Well, let me zoom in. So I'm on the daily for Onyx coin, and we don't even need this. This was a 382 fib, or I mean a 618 fib. Trend line right here. We got our double bottom in W shape. It's got the neckline now. It could at some point come back down here, and that would suck to about that 0.016 area. Does not have to. I hope it doesn't. It's got a good chance just to have an actual flag here with this 236 area support, and then work our way up to 0.024. I would kind of expect that. A lot of times when you get a breakout of a channel or a pattern, a falling wedge or whatever, when you're little flag patterns or something, and then it breaks out and it does they do try to make another little flag, and a lot of times that one will take off and have a decent little move. So that's a pretty decent. That's pretty cool. So doing better, because I remember it was down here at 0.013 in this area. I remember when it was back down here in these areas. Like, oh my God, this one sucks. And I'm trying to add to my position little and little. I just DCA into these little bits and little bits. Because I've already got a bag of this, but I don't mind trying to pick up some more down through here. This one has been, I guess, one of my pleasant surprises in this market, because I just had I don't remember what I started with. I don't think it was very much. It was either $50 or maybe I went 200. I don't know. But that was when nobody wanted it. I mean, before it did anything. We're talking somewhere back in these areas where it was like way cheap. And then when it did all of this, that turned into a lot more than $50 or $200. And so it gave me a nice little moon bag and a little position that I was able to add to when she came back down. So I'm working on, I got a nice bag, and when she is down at these lows or down, what I like is the bottom of these trend lines. Once you get one established, and that qualifies this area as a place where I want to start collecting it because it's cheap and it's near a trend line. And just wait for the times that we're more up here around 3.5 cents, or hopefully, man, I'd love to see us get back to that 5 cent area or even higher. I'm hoping, and that we can at least get up here to these areas, and that's at least another 200, almost a 3x from where we are now, close to that. It'd be great if it did a lot more, wouldn't it? In these last few months of this market. So short-term time frame, shorter term, let's take a look at the 4 hour. She's looking a little tired. She just tested that trend line, I believe. If she does come down, and lose it, we might come back down here and test this trend line or whatever and try to regain it. Or back down here. It looks to me she's got a fair chance to bounce through here. 24 people hanging out. I'm glad to have you here. 42 minutes into the show. Let me get back to the chat over here. So we did XCN. Looking at it, and overall, I kind of like it. She's just been boring. It's going to be boring because there's so damn many tokens. Any one of them that's gotten to the tens of billions of tokens are going there. They're going to have their moments where they move like molasses. I'm sorry. That's just what I've observed over the past, how long has it been? Probably about at least 10, 12 years, something like that, of crypto. Do rallies still do the 3 pumps and a dump? That rule of thumb is good for anything. Yeah, once you get that trend line, keep that in mind. That will save you from chasing too much. So I don't have that in context or a chart up to refer to it, but I would always keep that rule of thumb in the back of your mind, man. That three pumps and dumps, and just generally 3 levels to the market of a market move. I talk about that some and when I break down the fibs and the extensions there too. Bobby Yaz, what's up? Jay Rodriguez, good to have you. XRP, we looked at XRP earlier there. She's looking like she might want to continue up. I thought maybe she would be dropping back down, but it was looking bullish. Diaz, how's it going? Joe says the title is misspelled. Approaching is the correct spelling. Did I screw something up? Ah, it is. Well, that's a Lex Dixon move right there. Strega says good ass coffee. Do we have good ass coffee? What happened to the good ass coffee thing over here? It was a thing. I do have the good ass coffee, but where did the good ass coffee? Oh, I manually put it over here, didn't I? that.
For fun. Wallets full, I'm ready to roll. Bitcoin pumping, it's out of control. Altcoins rising, I'm feeling the flow. Let's trade it up, here we go.
Yeah, I gotta get some good ass coffee.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night.
Now we got it.
Be a good
All right, so not that many coin requests then. Well, okay, I guess you guys are going to look at the ones that I got to look at. I'm going to take a look at Tao because, well, nobody else said anything, so I'm going to steal the show. Look at you, Tao, go up for a higher high. That's kind of sweet. I was kind of, we thought you were going to die. Everybody said you were going to die. Everybody said you were a poo-poo coin. And here you are trying to prove them wrong here. Haters. We got, ooh, look at the angle to the dangle right there. We just extended our trend line right here. And now we're starting to form a little bit more of a channel idea. If you see that, whoa, snap, dummy. Oh, black, dang, how, what? That's crazy. It starts out there. It changes. It can change. I'm just saying, but that's why I do that. Anyway, it also kind of hints at, hey, man, right up here. 490. If we were just to go straight up, that's where we'd bump our head on a trend line. It's 490, and usually if price bumps its head on a trend line, that's good. Usually a good place to take some profit, I found. So that's why I like to draw ceilings like that. But she's doing her little higher high thing, still trying to get past whatever this fib level is. I don't even know what that one is. What? You look like a 786. You're just not the right color. Is there a reason for that, mister? Have you been drinking? Step out of the car, sir. I said step out of the car, sir. Sorry, I had a flashback. PTSD. My bad. That is a 786, you little greasy bastard. I knew it was. I smelled it. Yeah. Save it for the judge, bastard. All right, anyway, so you're hanging around this 786 area right below it, and it's the same story. We were supposed to get rejected there. This is the first time we actually went up and touched it. You know, looked like we were just going to snub our nose at it earlier. But we actually went up and touched it, so we're still in rejection area. It could happen, but the Ichimoku Cloud's over here saying, it's a fake out. Don't believe it. I heard her. And the Ichimoku is a spy. That's why we keep it. I'm sorry. It's time to be real about you, Ichimoku Cloud. I keep this little green cloud thing over there, and I stripped it of all its lines and all the other stuff. But that's my little spy that I have there, and it whispers to me and kind of tells me what they're chatting about behind the scenes there. It's saying that they're talking naughty. They got a nefarious plan to try to run this thing up as close to $523 as they can get it for Tao. Next target being right up here about $476. But $476, but that doesn't mean it will stop there. You can't stop these freaks. They're trying to be on a roll. They're wanting to take over the world, that little AI freaks. We know what they're up to. You want to start with crypto, then you want to expand. You're going to get in my refrigerator, and then you're going to tell me that I'm fat every time that I look in there at a cheeseburger or something. You're probably trying to hide any cheeseburgers that I put in there, you little bastard. All right. I'm sorry. PTSD flashback again. Man, what are the chicory? Is it hallucinogenic? It's chicory coffee. I swear. Okay. Back to whatever the hell we were talking about. I like the confluence over here, my 1.13 in that little yellow 618 fib area that I plotted from some other day in this dimension at some point. If I zoom it out, I'm on the 4 hour looking at Tao. See, we had our little breakout, started establishing this nice little trend line, sees me holding. I ain't gonna bitch about it. Look like she's trying to do something, fellas. She's trying to go back up to these areas that she was over around here, around $624, and I'm okay with that. If we do kind of zoom out, you know, because we always should zoom out, man. I think you get more information when you zoom out. You missed this. Oh, look, that's a shoulder head. Look, okay. We got a nice, solid, flat-ass area of resistance aligned there. Beneath it may or may not be, depending on if you have a gimp shoulder and a big, fat-ass Popeye shoulder next to your big-ass fat head, if that's an inverted head and shoulders. But regardless, whether it is or not, you've always got this, what they call a neckline. That's the real ringer here. That's the real important takeaway. And if we come up there, we confirm that, hey man, that distance from this line all the way back down to this line, which makes what? It makes a channel. Oh my God. We can take a measure move from that, regardless of whatever upside down eyeball pattern it might have to be. Not that I don't like them or anything. I'm a pattern trader myself. I just see some people just make it look harder or weirder than what it is, or more confusing than what it needs to be. I subscribe to the theory, because I see it play out before me every day, that price travels in channels. You just got to figure out where the other side of that channel is, and they follow, and channels follow angles, and there's also little halfway parts in channels. But even this one only having one touch, by my theory, there is still another invisible touch around here somewhere. If price were to come down, it would probably bounce right there. That's just one. That's my theory. That's my belief. My pronouns are give me money. But right up here, we got a measured move that we took over here. I don't know. I sleight of hand. You might have missed that when I did it. Almost $800 for the measured move. Breaking out of this channel, if we can come up here and do that. That was a long-winded way to say I'm kind of bullish on this one. It's just not. She's got more to give us. More to give us, just in the beginning stages. Bobby Yah says Solana keeps pumping. Solana is. You're starting to piss me off, Solana. Make me feel like I could have got more at 170 than what I did. All right, so here's that example of, well, it's not price discovery, though. No, never mind. It's not an example. We're just getting our higher high end is what we're doing right here. So, all these little measure moves were taken from what? This one had some luck. That one didn't have any luck at all. What the hell were you from? Why did I put my little... Are you it? Was it you? I mean, you look like you would have a measure move, mister. Was it you? I think it was you. You're not saying anything, so that's why I'm doubly thinking it was you. Was it you? Clearly somebody was drunk when they were taking these measure moves, because I don't say it. I need to put more notes over there when I do that. Anyway, measure moves are cool, but what I found is cooler is Fibonacci. Measure moves can be very subjective. I mean, ooh, golly, man, that's a nice curve going on right. Do we need to zoom out? I mean, we got these areas over here. Do we just need to refresh them? Solana from swing high at 296 all the way down to, was it $94? We just going to refresh this whole thing. I feel like I need to update this chart. We just got past the 0.5. 218 is where we're headed, or that area is where we have a good chance to head. According to this strategy, that's where we will be looking for, as our next target area is $218. For the next possible pivot point, looking to the left, see if we can verify anything that might give us some confluence to that idea, saying, hey, that doesn't sound like he pulled it out of his ass. Sounds like there might be some reason to believe it. This area right here, it was definitely resistance. And here, it was definitely resistance. And here, it was some support. So we got a little SR flip here at the 618 area. Just looking to the left. They go slap dab in the middle. If I were sitting here just looking at top areas and drawing my lines like that, I probably wouldn't have caught that. But the Fibonacci, sweet tool that it is, helps me see that. Boom! Hello? Hello? I love your show! Thank you. Thank you very much. I guess we'll... Look, I got a visual timer with a little rabbit and a wolf coyote, and it's got a little blue. That's supposed to be blue. 54 minutes into the show. Let's give us a few more minutes here of looking at the stuff. So Solana, man, you on a roll. So what are we doing on the that's the 4 hour there, man. Moving averages look good. You cannot ignore that beautiful, sexy curve going on right there. That nice little shape. It just makes me want to Why did you change? Why did you change on me? I was getting ready to squeeze you. I was getting ready to say how much I was wanting to squeeze you, and then you ran away. I take offense to that, TradingView. I'm just saying, I was getting ready to just make my move right there, and you said, no, get away, you stinky bastard. All right, you little turkey. So this area right here, the 0.5 Fibonacci, we did not get rejected there. Okay. Remember, the rule of the game is what we look at is if we were to get rejected there, we would go, oh man, we could come down for a lower low because of that. We could be doing some better stuff there, but we didn't, so we don't have that to worry about. If there's any retest right there, what is that, 195? Look for that area to hold, and we're on our way to 218, the 220 area right there. Anyway, like we've seen with some of these other shape or patterns or price action, well, most of them have been down, but it's making a higher low, and we got up, and now you can view this if you want as a double bottom pattern, and you can take a measure move from that. Same channel line there, really. You can actually take movement, 2 measure moves. One of them takes us up to this 886 area, so I like that idea. The other one takes us up to where? Yeah, put it at the so-called neckline. Right up. Isn't that amazing? That is so weird. That is just freaky. That's crazy. They have the same freaking measure move area right there for each one. Even though one's higher, one's low. What the? How is that possible? You did something wrong. You're on crack. Clearly, I did something wrong there. I got excited. I'm sorry. This looks like more. Yeah, right here. It takes the little dumpy one takes us up about 245. That one takes us up about 270, 280. Regardless, I'm looking at the possibility of 273 as being a juicy little area to kind of keep my eye on. A little lower high. Because if I tell you the higher high area, you'd say, oh, you're being a moon boy. But it's juicy, baby. It's 350 and 373. Sounds crazy now until that one day you come in and like, holy crap, held it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Right now, we're just hoping we can get up here to 217 and 218. It looks like it's got a good chance to try. Good chance to try, a good area for support if it does want to come back a little bit. Looking bullish for Solana. I wish I had a lot more. Who else is finding themselves saying that, man? I wish I had more. Wish I had more. Wish I bought more Solana when it was somewhere under 140 something dollars. I wish I'd spent more time buying it then. That 236 fib, baby. There's some guidance in there. How about that Popcat? Get a little kitty in your life. I'm just saying. So if we zoom out on Popcat, which it's hard to believe that just back in October, November. Second week of November, when other things were suffering, or we're trying to figure out what the hell's going on with some other things, Popcat, which is going up to $2.10, and then it drops all the way back down to 11. Oh man. So anybody buying all that flag stuff, it is buying the tops and not, I don't know, either lost or rode it all the way down. That's a big rundown, man. But now, what this fib pull us down is anywhere under 58 cents is going to be the place that we'll look back at if you like this coin. When she finally starts doing something, gets to 87 cents or 111. Ooh, I like that number. We'll look back and say, oh man, I wish I bought more when it was under 58 cents. And here it is at 43, so still in a good area to be accumulating, in my personal opinion. I opine. Oh, Cedar. Anyway, let's just go ahead and go right here. we'll scale this little idea down because it's a scalable idea. If you just scale it, you just got to scale it down. Just cinch it. All right, there we go. So short term, looking that we might come up to 49 cents on the radar. Cool. 56. You need to get your higher high in, baby. You do. Higher highs, I look for 70 or 76 cents. Let's hope that that's what we're doing instead of coming up here to get rejected. Don't want to see that happen. That's not what we want right now, but it could be. You never know. We don't know what's going to happen. We just point out, well, it could happen. Could get rejected there. It could say, screw you guys, I'm going somewhere else. So, you know, just play it for what it got and take a little when I can get a little and build a little when I can build a little. I've actually got a spot margin play on this one. I've been building the bag up. Man, that bag was tiny down through here after all this stuff through here. I've been playing this one for a little while. I think even down, I think I got in somewhere around the 38 cent area, but then was it here? Yeah, I was in there. She got down to 11. Oh my gosh. I think I had a $30 bag saying, what the hell happened to my pot cat? And from there, it's built up quite a bit more. And the more it goes up, the more I'm able to build on it. Just as long as we're not making lower lows anymore, right? And that's the only thing that kills my strategy on spot margin is lower lows. Higher lows! Oh, that's building time. So nice little angle right there. We're far from it. Popcat, I'm looking for 58 cents to be honest with you. As far as a deadly target, one that might actually, you know, get hit and get a reversal or some kind of reaction out of, 49 cents and 56 cents, but 56, 58 cents. That's a decent area, but I think she can go higher. We've been looking at cubic more than not lately. And why not? Because she on fire. Cubic on fire. She go to next target. Hit next target. We nailed next target. Nailed it. Boom, boom. Oh, we love you a long time. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Nailed target. Ooh. Oh, we got the hopium out here. Ooh. Oh, she go moon rocket. Moon rocket. Smoky, smoky. So we mentioned this one for a while. We're not going to go over all that stuff, but as soon as she exited out of her little 236 area where that was, man, that'd be a good place to accumulate some of this anywhere below that, all those zeros and 17. And then, oh man, here we are. I'm like, wow, I wish I'd bought more at that point, 0.017, whatever. Yep. She did some gains, people, from the very top there. A nice little 36% is where she currently is. Now there might be a pullback in order. Maybe we come back and retest this area. It wouldn't surprise me. Look at all this little zigzag hard action going over here above my little testicles. I mean, what are these called, Sean? Booties. My little booties on here. She can zigzag, right? Might zigzag before going higher. Next little area I want to see is this 289 area, right? But this one right here. Remember, when she gets on a roll, she can do some rolling, right? So we don't want to discount that. This one could get interesting depending on what she's doing. If she's going to zigzag or is she ready to blast off. That's looking pretty good down here. I'm looking at the moving averages. Hey man, what happened to my big ass moving averages? Okay, there we are. I knew somebody wasn't saying something. Let's come down on the 4 hour. Ooh, doggies, look at there. All them moving averages just all round up like a earthworm orgy going on. They're crisscrossing and laying there. There's a lot of stuff going on right there. You may have to shut your eye. This might not be suitable for young children. I'm just saying the spaghetti orgy is going on right there. And as such, there might be a little bit of a pullback. I'm just saying. Smaller time frames, what are you saying? Are you trying to diamond out on us or something? It almost looked diamond-y. She might be trying to we gotta see. There's some signs saying there's some rejection going on here in cubic. There's some rejections. It's not official yet, but there might be a pullback in order here. That'd be okay if it is. It's okay if it is. Ain't no big thing. Just give you a chance to add to your bags a little bit. If it does pull back, I I wouldn't take no big old offense to it. I'd be looking somewhere around that area if I pull my fib right. That 21.3 area, maybe something like that, right through there. Cubic looking still looking kind of high. I'm just saying, back be doubling up on us and stuff. You feels me? Grasshopper says, I love cubic. Boss, that's a high. Oh no. Peter Schiff is so funny, says Jim Derringer. People went nuclear over his tweet where he told them to swap Bitcoin for Ethereum. Let's bring up the chat over here again. Oh, snap. You guys have been talking. Chris Line says, I always wish I had more of every coin I hold. I think we all do. I think that is just a normal thing. Hey, congratulations on being normal. Strega said I had a bunch of ones, $8. Popcat is one of my favorite holds of all time, says Chris Klein. Even though the game is super simple, it's still awesome. Yeah, I didn't even know it was a game. I'm just trading the charts. For real on that. I thought it was just a meme. I mean, it is a meme coin, but I didn't know there was a game attached to it. Oh, look, everybody unsubscribed. Oh my God. I lost 100 subs right there. Oh, somebody just popped off right there. Oh man. Well, yeah, I ain't got to know all the details about them to trade them. But I didn't know there was no game. I just saw the little thing. I remember last year when I found people were giving me a hell about calling it poop cat and whatnot. And this year on here them talking different on occasion. I love the underdog. You guys think you want more, but you can hold on to the profit when you get it. But can you hold on to the profit when you get it? That can be tricky. It looks good in the portfolios when the numbers go up, but when the numbers start going down, unless you solidify that into that nasty stable coin or maybe even Bitcoin, I don't think many people do that. Sometimes I do a little split. But it is that time that we need to start collecting some of that dirty stable coin and building up a big old pile of that. I got to start doing that, making that a habit. Let's take a look at these are some that are down. I don't know, are they a good spot? Toshi is down a little bit. Okay, so Toshi already went up and then she's pulling back, correct? It looks like. Are you on oh, you need to be on the ABC correction. You need to correct, girl. You up too high. Look at this. We got one little area here. We got this little area here. We got our three little areas. And I pay attention to that. That kind of ties into several different trading ideas. Elliott wave and even the, I don't know what you call it. The newfangled thing that comes in with, it's not ICT, but it's kind of the market maker stuff. It's spin-offs from that. I don't know. It all comes from Forex or something. They're always looking for that too. Three little stages. And we look for three humps in the dump. It's a way to do it. I like to, you know, a lot of times you can see it play off on the same trend line. It doesn't have to. This one's actually deviating from that, which makes me think she's setting up for a nice bigger move. So we just lost our last little trend line right there, our third trend line. It made a higher high from this one, a lower high from that one. We could fib it out either way you wanted to go there. See if we touched an area that's saying, yep, we needs to take, one forward us. So she is in top retracement area. Toshi looks like she's got a little bit more of a pullback coming. In other words, Toshi probably, I'll be looking right here for Toshi. 0.006189, and that's about maybe a 10% drop might be coming. Elliot, what you got to say over here? Yeah, ABC correction. Oh, Elliot want to go down to 0.5 over here at 0.00056. See? And you thought I was being a bearer of bad. You thought I was being a Debbie Downer. Wait till you get Elliot. That's why we don't invite him to dinner anymore. He's a depressing little bummer. All right, Elliot, we'll put it on there. Jeez. He's like that neighbor that comes in. Hey, is that your dog out here I just ran over? Yeah, he's out there squirming and everything. You might want to. Oh no, you don't. No, never mind. No, you don't. I mean, you can call vet, but he quit moving. So, hey, maybe I'll put him on a leash or something. Oh. Anyway, moving on from here. I would check out this Hyper Liquid coin because it was doing, oh man, everybody's talking about it. This one's so great. She might keep up, and she can. I still got 51, but she's starting to get tired, and she's about at the end of her little limits here, in my personal opinion. Right up here, this $51 area that I'm waiting for patiently as I can for it to hit. Still cross my fingers, it can. I mean, we all know technically it doesn't have to get there, but that's the one I'm shooting for. And she's starting to run out of steam here. The fun part was down here, like if it was $14, but I wasn't paying attention to it back then, so I didn't get to get in all those gains. Nay. I started getting in those little gains when we're starting around here in these areas. And now there's no gains to be got, and I'm kind of pissed about it because I want some gains, and I'm getting impatient. It's my degen out there talking. So I'm going to wait and see if we can bounce off this trend line and not give it up. And I think that we can with all the nice little bear signals that I'm seeing here, or bear little signs I'm seeing on the moving averages and whatnot. So Hyper going through a little pullback, $44. Looks like that flag to the upside. Man, I feel sad for the people that's always drawing flags because it's like, well, I think their secret is they just keep making bigger flags. It starts out with a little flag, and then it turns into a bigger flag. Then it turns into another flag, and then it just keeps turning into a flag until something happens and they're finally right. And I think I don't know. I just know there's a, and not that it's bad, but I mean, if somebody comes to this market and just, if that's the only person that, or only system that they're seeing, they'll think, oh, that's all I gotta do is just do this. Yo, let's go in. Why do I keep getting stopped out all the time? I done lost 50% of my account getting stopped out on every one of these flags. I'm just saying. Chris says, I'm short for now. Did the same thing last night. Shorted for a while, then switched it. Been choppy. Ride the snake. Lol. Hey, is that Floki's Angels? Am I seeing Floki's Angels? Did I say Floki? Oh, there's Floki's Angels. Hey, dog, love your show. Oh, man. I missed you. Yeah. That always gets appreciation. Thank you so much. Oh, we got some stuff. It looks like some alpha being shared over here. What's going on? Joe says, I entered PopCat about 30 minutes ago. Let's see if I make money this time. I haven't traded in a while. I've already forgot what I said. Did it look like it was doing good? I've already forgot. You better be doing good, PopCat. Bobby S says, Peak have any signs of life after the bottom? You know, I'll take a look at Peak here. Let me write that one down so I don't forget. You know how I am. I'll see a squirrel and I will never get around there. Chris Klein says, I've been taking it 30% on all my trades lately, no matter what, and playing it safe, even if I can see more upside or downside. Safe is the best for sure. I feel like I'm learning a little risk management. That is probably the most important thing to learn, and it's the trickiest. It's the one that will mess with your psychology the most, I believe. I mean, at one point in the game, you're looking at trend lines or support and resistance. You're trying to learn if you should trust this or that or whatever price is going to do, and you got to go through that psychology of trusting your TA and the trust of taking a trade and but the risk management, just trusting the risk management strategy that, you know, following even some of the more stricter, you know, the 1 or 2% risk that you're taking, and trying to risk the same amount for being consistent with it on every trade, and not just blah, this one's this size, or this one's risking this much and this one's risking this much. And, you know, if you're going to, you know, controlled losses. That's the only thing that we really have any control of, and it's one of the later things that we start learning to manage, and even I'm still, you know, still working with some of that, because we all do dumb stupid stuff from time to time. That little degen gets in our head and we go, that just sounds like the greatest idea ever, I'm going to go all in right now. And it's like, it sounded like a good idea at the time before it went down $400. Those days suck. Only they get less and less and don't happen. Let's take a look at what we want to take a look. We did. I gotta see where Popcat is. I'm sorry, I gotta see where it's. I forgot. Just want to take a quick look. Oh yeah, you're up at 43. I remember. Oh, we got fibs. 49 on this fib. All right, can you? Will you? Promise? Will you? I'm holding you to it. Well, let's do it, Popcat. Come on, baby. All right. So, another one that's doing it all right that we looked at before that I'm in, and it's one of my longer term spot margin plays. Oh, you're up to 47 cents doing these nice little double bottoms. Loving it. Loving it. It's not yet confirmed. Not yet confirmed double bottom until we get past the butt crack. If you don't get past the butt crack, I got nothing clever to say about it. I need something clever to say for that. If you can't get past the butt crack. Clearly, I'm going to have to meditate really hard on that one, but until we get past that little horizontal area right here, about 54, 55 cents. It's not official, but hey, man, word on the street is that a lot of times, you know, some of this stuff, you know, it does kind of play out, you know, the way that we hope it, because we've been looking at the charts that have this kind of pattern before in the past. We made a high or low. We're looking for a higher high. I like this 61 cent area. Can you do that, AIZ? You need to. Come up and confirm that. Dude, give me a, let's do it. We'll take our big old Fibonacci over here and pull her down and get her targets for a higher than that. I mean, we got the 382 right now. I ain't worried about the 0.5. I'm eyeballing the 618 and that 786. Those are the ones I'm more interested in right now. I'm looking at you guys. I'm talking 88 cents. I'm talking $1.07. That sounds crazy out of, what is this again? AIOZ? See, I haven't been there since January. What's about gosh darn time you get your little skinny butt up there, right? Give me back some of them gains that I didn't take enough of back there. Oh, good Lord. So we're just now exiting on this one outside of our 236 fib area, right there. Tighten her up. This little area, we just now graduated out of the level 1. We just left kindergarten, and now we're headed up here to first grade at 62 cents. Let's go, baby. Let's do it. This one, Arweave, a very disappointing play that, oh, look. Oh, we looked at you last night, didn't we? Trying to confirm our double brassiere pattern right here. Or is it, no, wait a minute, that's singular. Bra, that's singular, but yet there's two, which are, it's not bras. It's tatas, but not bras, unless there's more than one. Oh my gosh, I just went into a mental black hole. I don't know where the hell I'm at right now. Tatas are plural, but bras are singular. I can't deal with it. I just got to erase it. That's too much for, I can't figure, I can't, but you need them. I'm just saying. We're bringing them back. Looks like I got some floppies. You need some help. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean. I love them anyway. But you need need some support there, baby. You need some support. We just need price to go up and get past 896 if we can, and then we got a possible measure move and all this other stuff, higher fib levels, other 236 fib areas I'm looking at. At some point, I expect to see $15 out of this, and don't worry, I've been expecting it for a while, and I've been very sad and very disappointed for a while. But eventually, one of those days over the next 6 months, I do believe that we will see that, because, well, that's, the market has a way of surprising you when it comes to these gosh darn altcoins. Corns. Measure move takes us to 1338 on this little guy, but I'm really looking for 10 and 15 at the current moment. See if we can confirm this little... confirm this double... whatever this is. Is that bottoms or is that... It's not technically a top pattern, although I can see how that can be a confusion. Let's move on. Let's take a look at peak. That's what we were going to look at. See, squirrel. Lucky I wrote that down. All right, so peak over here on KuCoin, not Kraken, KuCoin. Peak, you suck. Why do you suck so bad, Peak? They hyped you up. Even Tokenmetrics put you on my radar, and it was a lot higher than where you are now, and I feel kind of burned about that. And they were calling it a 100x coin, probably when it was over here. I don't know where it was when that came out, but when was this? Was this last year? It's got as high as 75 cents, and now it's down at 8 cents. Turkey just got tired. So 22 is the magical little area that I'm going to keep my eye on. Actually, I don't trust that one as much as I trust this one. I like this one better. Just a wee bit lower there at 21. I like 21. That's from this unbroken drop from the top all the way down here, and then we go sideways in the depth. We'll scale this little idea down over here. And we're right at that juicy little area. That is at 9 cents. We're at 8 cents. So if this is our bottom, I believe that it is. I believe it's a good candidate for a bottom. I believe it came down in 1272 us, and that qualifies for a reversal point in my strategy. So if we can get past up there like we do and normally look at, and if you've been paying attention to every time that I pull this 236, and then we use it as a guideline to see how well that we're about ready to start doing all this stuff. And we're starting, so it looks like 12, or was it 11 cents? 11 cents. That might be where we start finding some resistance. Looking over to the left, you can see that's where we had resistance before, right through there between 11 and right between 11 and 13 cents, basically. So that'll be an interesting place to get up to. But from where we are to there, what is that, about 30% gains? Why, shucks. You must have went to high school. Took that there algebra. 37% gains right up there. I like that target. So I think it's, so will it ever do it? But yeah, but it was a lot more. It was, that's short-term target. So it's got some bigger term. She's got her work cut out, and that's for dang sure. You are not alone, my friend. I do have a dwindling bag of this myself, hoping that it will inflate back up at some point. There is some bullish divergence there on these big ass time frames. You better, it's your time to shine, Peak. You got to start doing it. We should start seeing something. She's just a slow mover, and I'm going to guesstimate she's going to have a trouble getting above 14 cents. So, well, that's a nice double up from here. Maybe I'll just see if I can add a little more to my position there, but I'm kind of like, no, at this point, when it's the smartest time to do it's when I'm like, screw you, Peak. I don't want to even look at you. Dude, double up. You're on your own. Screw you. I'll just wait. But it's the best time to actually do it. So Peak still got some work to do here, but that's going to be some resistance. And this seems to be our support. At 11 and maybe 14.4. Juicy little targets there. Time to pump Doge? I hope so. Also, cut them down if I'm 10%. That's my limit. Sure, you get sleepy on what I'm willing to lose out of trade. That will help you manage it. Chris Klein says, I'm short for now. Okay, I think we already read that one. Did the same last night. Oh, thank you, Plucky. Chris says, does Link look like it's going to come down at all anymore? Just curious. Have you looked at that already? I haven't looked at it tonight, but I've been looking at it a lot in my because that one's starting to become. I'm liking my Link bag is growing. I'm trying to get it back to what I originally had. And it's doing pretty good so far. I've been a little cautious on it. I've been backing off on my accumulation a little bit. I wind it down. But she's been, this is market cap. Oh, let's sit up straight. Charlie's starting to yawn a lot. Where would I have you charted? Apparently over here on Coinbase. So it's been really strong, not just any zigzaggy. So, yeah, strong move. Looking like we might be pushing up toward that $20 area. 886. Are you on 886? No, you're a point pi. No, you're a 6. Oh my gosh. Do we not have anything color coded around here, Sean? How am I going to give accurate information if we got the wrong color codes? I'm going to have to keep double checking my work. Why so sleepy? I guess I need some good ass coffee, and this has no caffeine. I got castrated coffee. It's got no moxie. So $20 and 2060 is what the line actually is on. It's on the daily here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Oh, you not even made it up there and you're starting to pull it back past your 9. How dare you? You've done it before. I think she's still got a chance to get up there. It's been a nice strong move. It's going to be patient. I was trying to catch some, my plays the way that all right. So when I'm doing my spot margin and I get in these situations like this, and you're not knowing what's going on, but you got a range. I'm gonna have lots of little orders here to sell as we go up, and I might sell, I don't know. Let's say if I sold one, just for example, if at every little level that I had here, which an ideal way, which is not exactly how I always do it, but one idea would be the O-fibs to kind of spread them out there a little bit. Of course, you don't know. I'm just because this has not happened yet, right? But we can get a series of targets, but just layering them through basically. Whether it's just even you going down every few pennies or something, or whatever. When it's coming up there and selling out, if I'm selling one, let's say I'm selling one chain link at every level there. But when she comes back down and I do a purchase, and I could pyramid it, that's another thing. we talk about that, where the targets get heavier up there, they're heavier down at the bottom when I buy. But if I'm selling one, and then I'm buying back, you know, half or a quarter each one, and it lets me sell and take profits, pay off the loans, and keep all that stuff in check, but also to accumulate just a smaller amount when she draws back down, however far she comes back down. And so when they keep going up like this, then we can just keep doing that, and we got our little sales situated through there. If it's a way to take some profits, but still trying to build your bag and accumulate as you're going up. But it's not giving me those chances anymore, so I've stopped doing that because she's pretty much on a strong move. So now I'm just gotta keep accumulating my sales, and then wait for a bigger pullback when she might come back, maybe $16 or something. Hopefully, who knows? The fear is, but she's going to keep going, get to $25 and $30. We'll never see it back here again. You got that little voice screaming in your ear, but if it does, but so far it's not been much of a problem lately, right? Not so. We will get a pullback at some point, and we'll have a chance. My other options on spot margin is while we're going up and we do start getting in these areas, is that I can get some on collateral, and then I can pyramid them down in some sales areas or whatever as we go up. And then we come back, and then I can start doing that little same thing again, buying some more back up. Tired turkey. Let me come back to the chat over here. Stables are your friends, says Jim Derringer. I know they should be, and I need more of them in my life. I really do. I got to start getting more. Just be careful with stables that aren't USDC, Tether, or DAI. I used to play with DAI. I haven't played with that one in a while. That was the big thing. Yeah, you got a good point. I don't trust other stable coins. Like the Luna thing, the UST thing kind of did me in. That would look US. It was a US Terra Luna or whatever. It was back in the day, algorithmic stable coin that seemed to be, it was like they figured it out. And it really was, and it tore down their whole market. Yeah, that would suck. Have all your money in a stable coin worth $1, and then it's suddenly worth 5 cents per dollar. I've seen it happen. I've had some of it happen to myself too, but I didn't have any big money amount in it. I just know by the grace of God that I didn't transfer a bunch over into there to stake it for those 20% gains. It was on my agenda to really think about doing that. XUAT says Clear Klein. Is that gold? Where we at? 33.86. Gold's trying to come up. There's they getting scared again. That's actually kind of nice. It's in a pennant. So we're looking at a pennant and some curving going on here. There is some. I'm gonna have to zoom out. The crazy thing is, man, if this is going to parabolic run, we look for a blow off top on these. Don't always get it, but it's hinting that there's still more come from upside for gold. And I don't know what the world looks like when that happens, because usually it's a world in crisis when gold starts going up. That idea just kind of makes me a little nervous. Trying to figure out what to make of you. $36.70? That might happen. I know other people will probably be looking at a measure move for the pennant flag idea that we got going on. I'm on the weekly now. It's not as apparent, but there's a definite little pennant shape, bull pennant going on right there. 57% chance that they break to the upside. They just don't have a good chance of meeting a decent measure move. Oh snap! See, I've already taken my measure move. Let's see if we can do the percentages there. Oh, that's close. So I think 35% of the measure move is what could be there. That would get us right up here around 3670 as a target. I'll stick with that. Let's see what happens here at 36. And then we can try to figure out something else from there. Nice from this low here, how we're doing that 236 bounce there. I'm not going to make a prediction that we would hit a AB equals CD from that. That would be a very big moon boy target. But I could see a possibility for 36 coming. We were close. We were up to about 35. Let's come down to the 4 hour and see what we're looking at, because short term it looks like she's starting to get bullish on us, right? Not quite getting a breakout of whatever this guy. A little bit of work to do. Just got to track it and see what's going on. She hasn't. Did it mess with the trend line yet? Oh, that's got me a little skittish right here on the 4 hour. Okay, so I'm watching this. This is a red flag to me, just to be cautious about. So it broke its main trend line right here, even though it's making a flag. So I look at that idea very cautiously, because now it's got to jump through some hoops. Otherwise, it could be looking at coming down and topping here. But the hoop it needs to jump through is to get above this trend line, and then I would expect that to be a strong breakout. But it losing this and doing right here, that's a bearish sign for me right now. So we might be working on a top area here, so I want to keep my eye on that. So again, if we clear this area, we're doing a breakout, it's probably safe that we're going up, continuing up to 36, whatever. But I need to see get past the 34 area again, because she could just roll right the freak over right there. Probably be a good idea to look at a bigger time frame on the indicators and see what they're saying. And so far they're still okay. They're getting a little toppy, but they might have some more to go. So I don't see anything imminent saying, oh yep, she's about tired. So it might still have a little bit more up. This is the daily. See, we still got some going on. I think it's around 34.15, 34.10, somewhere through there that we need to get past. So it's just still got some stuff to do in the smaller time frame. But there might be a bearish retest coming here. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Been going for 1 hour and 38. I appreciate you guys being here with me, hanging out. Looked at a few things. I do want to look at Caspa. I meant to do that. I want to take a look at Caspa. She's been doing some stuff. Take a look at. Ooh, look at you. You approaching what, a 618 fib area? Is it really, or did I get lazy and not color it? Because apparently I've done that a lot recently, and it looks like there's a lot of yellow lines there. I'm willing to bet that I was probably lazy and didn't really do that. You suck, Road Dog. Aha, caught ya. Oh, it's a 786. You didn't change it. You suck, Road Dog. Misleading us like that. We want a refund. So we're at an area for Caspa where this makes good possible lower high areas. Well, we got a breakout. Looking juicy. I would love to see 15 cents out of Caspa. I swear to God, I would. 14, 15 cents. You come on, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me, Caspa. I want to see that. We'll watch her. So she either gets rejected and does a pullback, 10 and a half cents or lower. Either that starts happening here, is it? Gosh darn it, doesn't look like it wants to happen. Looks like she's trying to do some stuff. So they're going to double top, or is it going to break through? So if we see it get back above here and take another run for it and actually break through here, well, that's starting to look good. Ichimoku Cloud's saying she's thinking about it. She is for real. She might be trying to pick you out right now. There's some bearish divergence here, so let's keep that. So what are you saying, Techie? Is she gonna go up or go down? She's at an area where it's a pivot point. We would look for it to come back down. There is some bearish divergence here on the 1 hour, suggesting maybe this little rejection here might be a little bit stronger. Maybe it comes down to 10 and a half. That's kind of what I'm getting. We might see something like this before we go to Valhalla, if we go to Valhalla. But it looks possible, but it looks strong overall. Still looks good to me. If she does get back above here, then we'll check out this area. It may want to consolidate here. That's a bullish sign though. But getting past here, it's on for the 15-16 cent area there. We just trying to figure out if she's just making a little local high here. Didn't clear this one. I think you got it in as you do it. I think you're going to want to do it just to knock this little guy out. I'm curious to see how you're doing. I think it's got it in it to do it. I'm not writing you off yet, Casper. Have you got a trend line for? Oh, it's not yet broken yet. Not yet broken yet. You're still holding. You better hold on tight, baby. You need to mount soon. All right, so Casper's looking interesting. A lot of them looking interesting. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh, I got choked on. I don't know. Meanwhile, checking back on Bitcoin here on the 6 minute, we're just doing what we've been doing, which is a little bit of nothing, a lot of nothing. So not looking as happy for Bitcoin at the moment. Still kind of doing our down and sideways. That's not even the chart we're looking at. This one. We've lost my little red line, so now I'm starting to have a look at it sideways. Remember? This is the cool line that if we can get a bounce and if we can recover it, we still fall into it. But now we're in danger of where we might be wanting to drop down. So watching Bitcoin as we range through here. The biggest tail I'm looking for is if we drop below this area is about 115.7, this lower low over here. If we do that, then we can bet, oh man, they're trying to work with us and maybe trying to set us up for something over the weekend. But until we knock out that low, we got a higher low, baby, and that means a higher high could be in the project, so we don't get too down on it. We just look at it cautiously. All right, guys. Tomorrow should give us a little bit better direction on where they want to take us. We should start seeing that somewhere in the morning, maybe even overnight, starting to see the early sign of it. But usually, Tuesday and Wednesday is where they start trying to direct us in the direction that they're going to take us for a few days, and then they start setting us up for the weekend plan. I usually start looking at that around Thursday to kind of Wednesday and Thursday to see what they're trying to do for the weekends to give us a feel for that. And right now, they haven't given us a direction. I do think we got a good chance to come back up, though, from what I'm seeing so far. Just a little bit. And then our total 3 altcoins, we're hoping that they'll press up over a little bit over the next day, but then again, they're in danger too. They're starting to actually show it right now. May I go back and put my thumbnail? Are you getting rejected already? You're not going to go up here? It really looked like you were going to try to respect that and go up. Well, gosh darn it, you suck. So we're getting closer to an area of rejection for these altcoins, though, and maybe we get another little push up. The biggest thing that we're looking at is Bitcoin dominance, right? And as oh gosh darn it, see, it's happening right now. We were hoping that it was just going to slide on through this dotted yellow line, because it's a 618, but from a previous bull, it still has weight. It still has weight. But we do have this area down here. From what I can tell, Bitcoin going to still to show altcoins do pull back, then maybe they roll over and then they come down. And We could be looking at that, or this could be the area where Bitcoin dominance says, "Screw you guys, screw your altcoins." But if we bounce from here, then detour for altcoin season or altcoin rally, and it looks like it is throughout our show here that it's trying to do that. So if we see it coming back up, there's our detour. So I got to go after this stream. I recommend that you do it too, and look and see if you can get paid a little bit tonight. Collect some of that stable coin. It might come in handy as Bitcoin dominance starts taking over a little bit here. Guys, going to the end screen. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow and see what kind of damage that Bitcoin dominance has done to our altcoins.
The fever's taking hold. Oh.
Mr. Miles, yeah, I just did cast, but I don't know when you came on. You might have saw it, or you just got to rewind a little bit. We did look over it. I think I said I liked it. What shadow trembles, my senses ignite, craving the chaos, I lose my fight. Crypto fever, it scorches. I was doing that for a little while. All coins pull me, I did like it. I quiver with one, break every vow, FOMO's embrace consumes me now. That is very interesting. Is it? Did we look at? I don't know if we looked at Doge. I meant to. My skin prickles with the reckless thrill. Hype siren song, it bends my will. 26 to 28 cents is a good place to get paid. A little bit. You know, take some profits. Make sure you're taking profits. She's not broken her trend lines yet, but I can see it coming back down to retest 25 cent area. And Doji coming back down through here. Overall, it looks pretty good. Let me go to a 4 hour. Not a bad place to get paid. I'm just saying. She is a higher high. But I don't see it breaking any trends just yet. It just broke its 9-moving average. So, and for some people, that's like, oh, get paid a little bit. I'm still seeing that 25 cent area could come back into play here. Short term. Oh, my breath hitches, the charts explode. Abe, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Or super sticker. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Good ass coffee. Mr. Miles says, funny, when you end up single, you have more time for crypto streams. Weird how that works. I can see that. Sometimes when you end up married, you have more time for crypto streams. When there's not a gosh darn honeydew list. I need a show. How's it going? Thank you, guys. It is almost time for good night, John Boy. That is true. Anita Cho says she's looking to retire this year. I hope you do. I pray that you have good luck with that. I hope that works out for you. I hope I can too. I thought it was kind of semi-way there, but these altcoins have got to shape up, make it happen. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Trade carefully. Don't forget to get paid when you can. I got to go tonight and see if I can get paid on any of these. See if I need to trim anything off before there's a little bit of a pullback. We could be looking at a pullback, remember. They say you never go broke taking profits. I get tired of hearing that, but it's probably something we should live by. See you guys tomorrow when we figure out what this market, what direction they're going to take us. But we're in crypto at a good time. It's just going to keep getting better from here. Your dreams are going to start coming true. Just got to hang in there. Good night, everybody. Good night, John boy.